Hello everyone, myself Gaurangi Kushwa and I am an intern at Lexus and Company. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about a difference between two, that is rule of law versus rule by law. Once again, I repeat it, rule of law versus rule by law. So let's look into it. Okay, so first let's be clear with what rule of law is not. Rule of law should not be equated with law and order. The breakdown of law and order is a temporary phenomena. Breakdown of rule of law means collapse of good governance and breakdown of constitutional machinery in a state. Now let's see what rule of law is. It may be difficult to define the concept with precision, but in essence it signifies commitment to certain principles and values. Generally, the rule of law is the principle that no one is above the law and treated equally among citizens. Rule of law symbolizes the quest of civilized democratic societies to combine that degree of liberty without which law is tyranny with that degree of law without which liberty becomes license. However high you may be, the law is above you. For instance, one may be the prime minister or the speaker or the imam or the archbishop or the judge or the Shankaracharya or whosoever, all are equally subject to the law. That imparts the law of non-discrimination in the concept of the rule of law. What are the principles of the rule of law? It is A.V. Dicey, the English professor and the constitutional expert, who developed this concept. He defined three principles that govern the rule of law. First is supremacy of law. No man shall be punished or made to suffer in body or goods except for the violation of law. Such a violation must be established in an order of court of land and in ordinary legal manner. Second is equality before law. No man is above the law, and everyone, whatever his condition or rank is subject to the ordinary laws of the land. Predominance of legal spirit. The result of the ordinary law of the land is constitution. It indicates that the general principle of the constitution are the result of judicial decision of the court in England. So what is the importance of rule of law? Rule of law is the essential for the protection of human rights. This concept changed the mode of administration from king was law to law is king. It's quite essential for the healthy functioning of democracy. In its path-breaking judgment in Keshwaran Bharti's case, our Supreme Court ruled the rule of law is a part of basic structure of the Constitution. The Constitution, in order to preserve the rule of law, has conferred the writ jurisdiction under Article 32 and Article 226 on Supreme Court and High Court respectively. How rule of law is different from rule by law? So it is important not to confuse the rule of law with rule by law. The existence of a law is necessary, but that is not sufficient. The rule must have certain core components which guarantees the basic human rights and the human dignity of every person. Rule by law can become an instrument of operation, and it can give legitimacy to the enactment of law which may be grossly violate basic human rights. Let's see with examples how rule by law can be misused. Nazi Germany put Jews in concentration camps and thereafter sent them to the gas chambers. The justification offered was that there was a law which empowered such acts to be done, but this was rule by law, not rule of law. During the apartheid regime of South Africa, repressive and racially discriminated laws against the black majority were sought to be justified on the basis of enacted laws. Let's see the relevance of the rule of law in India. In India, this concept is implicitly mentioned in the fundamental rights of a constitution. The equality before law includes rule of law in itself. So Indian constitution grants some exceptions to the rule of law. What are these? Let's look into it. The president or the governor is not answerable to court of law is in discharge of his executive functions. No criminal proceedings whatsoever can be instituted against president or governor of the state while he is in the office. No civil proceedings in which relief is claimed can be filed against the president or governor except expire of a 2-month notice that is served on him. Under international laws, the visiting heads of the state, heads of the government, ministers, officials, and foreign diplomats who are posted in the country are not subjected to jurisdiction of local courts in discharge of their official functions. So, what are the concerns regarding the rule of law in India? So, legal experts have raised their concern regarding the implementation of the rule of law in India. A free democratic society like India cannot have recourse to measure that violate the very essence of rule of law. For instance, a law that permits the killing of suspected terrorists or enables definite detention without prior hearing in the absolute discretion of the executive is destructive of the rule of law. Fake encounters have no place in a government professedly based on the rule of law. Therefore, we should strive instill rule of law temperament and culture at home and in educational institution. The aim should be that rule of law becomes the secular religion of all the nations based on the tolerance and mutual respect. So by this, I end my video here. Thank you so much for your patient listening. I hope you all have understood it well. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay